content. Because that shit, I can't even wait. That's just so boring.
It's so low IQ because when I compare it to like listening to myself reading a book, I'm just like, I can't. I have to be the master of my time, and like.
I told you that. I would tell you, I can't do this. I'm getting dumber. I've probably listened to 20 times more of your like reading those content than your Clubhouse content. Because like these fucking people are stupid.
I mean, I only create the audio. I only create the audiobook content primarily for like my own personal development. That's what I can't understand about Clubhouse people, is that they debate so vigorously, but they're not doing any personal development. And then they're so stupid. They say, "I'm learning here. I'm learning here," and you're like, no. Like you have to run a script through your head if you want to learn anything. Otherwise, you're just voicing opinion. I asked Grok, I said, what's the difference between a fact and an opinion? And then I wrote, haha, Grok, I got you, you fucking F word, R word. You know, like, oh man. It's amazing because Clubhouse is good in the same way as if you were trying to actually be a successful poker player. You can only be successful if you do millions of simulations. So, from like a communication perspective, I think I've developed as a conversator or a debater or a rhetorician.
You've probably seen every simulation where every poll can go. If I take a topic like guns, whatever, you've probably seen every simulation of where that debate can go, right? Or you've probably seen thousands.
Yeah,
I'm sure Israel Palestine. I'm sure you've seen like a billion.
Everything, the gun debate extensively, the Israel-Palestine debate. And you know what I've realized is that this is a little agnostic or atheistic, but every conversation, even if it's religious debate, is actually a political debate.
Of course. Like when I say politics, I don't mean Democrat or Republicans. I mean exactly what you're saying. It's like it's political. It's like there's an agenda behind it. They're trying to convince someone of something. It's not like we're trying to find truth or let's go on a spiritual tip. It's like I'm trying to convince you how smart I am so I can get laid, or because I deeply want this thing to happen. So I want to move this agenda. I want more guns out there. So
this is I gotta hop off at noon. But the craziest thing to me is, JD Vance is the fraud czar.
He's the what fraud czar?
Trump, the federal fraud czar.
Is that like a humiliation ritual? What the fuck? That's ridiculous.
No, the president appoints these czars. But my point is, every single week there's a new $100 billion fraud. But when does the government ever say, okay, some of the blame is on us because we're the ones issuing these fucking checks? So the accountability is crazy. It's like the government is creating the fraud, the source and originator of the fraud, giving the money to the fraudsters, then going back out and having to arrest the fraudsters once they're exposed. So Nick Shirley's with our money, and Nick Shirley is coming to Illinois, Chicago, and the GOP is like, oh, we got a great hero coming. It's like, Illinois GOP, run your own Nick Shirley surveillance and investigations. The fuck are you faggot? What are you waiting for?
He's a cameo guy. He's basically like the same level as a Clown House. Nick Shirley, I'm glad he did what he did, but he's not like he doesn't do high level shit.
I know,
but I remember when he was coming to Chicago before. Like, yeah, why aren't they paying a bunch of him?
Well, that's the thing is like exposing fraud isn't high intelligence. All it is putting a camera and a microphone in front of it and then letting the internet judge it. That's it. There's no magic to it. There's no intelligence to it. So why the fuck can't the Illinois GOP and the Chicago GOP start documenting all the Medicare, Medicaid fraud that goes on in Chicago? It's because
they're getting paid on it. They know. It's all part of it. They're all institutionalists. That's why I call them institutionalists. They're just mad they're not in charge.
Yeah.
They all profit and transact in the same system. They just wish they were like a little higher up on the run. They don't want the system to change at all. And even Trump is a little disappointed in Trump because I do think he kind of up on the drain of swamp talk because I think his kids are just doing a bunch of scams and he loves his kids.
Man, Rand Paul put out a tweet saying that we're almost sure that there was a lab leak in Wuhan. And I wrote, that's not the crime, you fucking moron. The crime is the mass carcinogenic response event that Fauci and Gates, etc., and Zuckerberg promoted and, you know, probably killed millions doing it.
Well, he's a pussy. I mean, Rand Paul spoke in 1871, and he was running for president in 2016, and he was polling at 1%. He just raised $10 million, and he was about to do a TV ad. I read about it, and so I raised my hand and I asked him, I'm like, hey, Rand, like you're in 12th place, you're polling at 1%. I saw you just put like $1 million into an ad campaign. Like, have you considered just like donating that all to charity? I'm like having people wear Rand Paul T-shirts while they're picking up trash. Like, what is with all this vanity? Just like, he's not about that life, Rand. He's better than most of them.
Dude, your comments to the train, I was fucking dying, bro.
Oh, I own them.
Bro, I was dying. Dude, you know, there is nobody like you, Max. You gotta know that you are super special.
Yeah, you two are one-on-one.
Yeah, dude.
And that means that together we're 11. You know,
no, the Gematria is we're 2.
Never respond to me, ever. What?
Our Gematria is 2, not 11. Isn't Gematria addition?
It's addition. I was kidding.
You could say it's multiplication and 1 is 1.
No, one and one is 3. Terrence Howard says so. I'm just trolling. But the Chicago Hacktarian, they never respond to my shit. Everything I say is correct. And you see how they one time retweeted that I tried to buy them?
What was up with the radio station with the pump and dump? Is that the AM radio station penny stock?
It's a Don Jr. There's a sketchy Christian, there's like an alternative, instead of like a private equity thing, I think it's called like, they basically found a way where you can put your money into like a hedge fund, but it's a not-for-profit. It's a total scam. Like one of those companies though, they just bought AM 560 for double the stock price. And Don Jr. and a lot of Trump people are invested, and so I do think it was like, you know, a little P&D action, or D&P. Because everyone knows that you make double your money in like a week.
Yeah, well, it's hard to. You gotta understand that there's no liquidity or market. It's very difficult to sell your penny stock.
You know what I'm saying? They sold it for 2 pennies when it cost them 1, and I'm suspicious because of all the politics involved. Because they only disconnected so much the Trump admin, and it's a shitty fucking stock. And like, one talent got shot in the neck, Charlie Kirk. The number 2 is paralyzed. What's it called? Prager. It's like, what kind of fucking value do they have?
Yeah, did Prager have a stroke? He's still alive. Did he have a stroke?
He's something like that. He's still alive, but he can't really do anything.
Yeah.
And like, Salem Indians' top 2 guys were Dan Props, Prager, and Charlie Kirk. So it's like, but the value doubled. No, I don't buy it.
So who do you think really killed Charlie Kirk?
I don't know. There's my brother's personal trainer trains at TPUSA consultant guy. They consult with Eric Kirk, and he also I'm gonna figure out who this guy is. Is this an Austin thing? Some guy named Austin who works with TPUSA and Eric Kirk keeps telling shit to my brother's trainer, and they're very suspicious of TPUSA.
Dude, there's.
You know, my last text to Charlie Kirk was about TPUSA.
Do you still have the chat thread on your phone?
Yeah, he never responded.
It doesn't matter. Do you have it?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, screenshot it. Send it to me.
Yeah, well, no, but like it's sad. I'm like, dude, I don't know right about you.
So there's, you know, that Diligent Denizen on X, and do you know Maze Love?
Yeah, so.
They have these huge anti-Semite spaces, huge, with many thousands of listeners, and I'm blocked like by all of them. And it's so funny because they go on and on about how there's like Jewish, Israeli intelligence operatives and infiltrators, and a lot of it is because of me, because of the PSYOP and the hate.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That's.
And so when.
So
when I start posting and I start documenting what they're saying and re-live streaming what they're saying, that's when they fits, and they're like, they're trying to kill me, they're trying to kill me, they're trying to get me. They're like they go. The guy Diligent, that is, he goes on and on and on and on and on about how he's being targeted, and it's like a lot of it is just because of me documenting what he's saying, and anyways, it's all very retarded but funny.
It's funny. It's like they're shooting themselves in the foot, and they're like, "Who shot me? Who shot me? Who's doing this?" And all this, it is like, I do think most anti-Semitism is mental illness, because they can't like even follow what the fuck they're saying.
Well, oh, dude. So there's this big anti-Semite named Maze Love on there, and she was in an Adrian Dittman space, and he was like, just shut up. You got a frontal lobe damage. You're a retard, and you're very low IQ. Shut up. Just shut up. I was like, yeah, bitch, because she really is fucking deranged and stupid, and she says really ridiculous shit about Jews on there, and Elon destroyed her.
Like, I shit on Jews all the time, and it's like, it's just low IQ. I just feel dumber.
She really is, but see, she's dangerous. I mean, she helps organize extreme hate speech, and women, when they got their attractive, beautiful voices, it's like that Tokyo Jane or Hanoi Jane or whatever. It's dangerous. It's dangerous when you have women organizing, racial hate speech and stuff like that. Anyways,
that's why I worked for Democrats in the first place. There's a good-looking girl in high school. Was like, "Hey, you want to volunteer?"
The birds and the bees transcend all these types of consciousness. Like the people all day today will be engaged in racial consciousness propaganda, and so it's how people want to live. That's why I'm like, I don't want to do the whole deranged. It's like, man, I'm telling you, nothing beats a book. Like, if you compare a good book to spending 2 weeks talking about Carmelo Anthony in your life, you've discovered retardation. I mean, it's hard to know what retardation is until you actually observe how people spend their time and what they talk about. And it's fucking scary that people are this stupid.
Because even in that case, they'll be arguing about the dumbest aspect of it. It's like not even up for debate. And I'm like, I just feel dumber engaging in this. Both sides.
Man, the African American community is actually, and this is what I've realized, is that in the same way that Europe, Britain, and Ireland have been invaded by jihadists that are killing them, we have the same domestic terrorism in this country known as the African American population. We can't label it as such, but actually, in my opinion, the African
You know what they're doing about it.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, man, you're right.
That's what they're doing. It's fucked up, but like that's because the thing is, we caused it. It's different. It's not like they invaded the kingdom. They're about to invade and take shit over. Is we enslaved them, which is fucked up. And so like they can't. You're right. They can't do this. They can't have the same kind of dialogue.
Well, somebody in the comments wrote like it's tribalism. And I was like, I never thought about it that way, but yeah, it is actually tribalism, because when they say our people, that's a tribal statement. So they do view themselves as like distinct and tribalistic, and all this.
I would go back on the they, because like it is. I think there is some like difference between like a financially Black American and Africans and people from the Caribbean. So I won't even say like it's like an R like that.
Do you follow
Tariq Nasheed by chance?
Dude,
fellow who's under threat for his life. Shut the fuck up.
Well,
he just sounds like such an idiot. But he like.
This is why I want to. This is why I want to actually like disengage and just let my content sit, because it will never stop. Meaning that like the tractor beam of pulling me back in to observe these other third-party content providers. It's so hypnotic, so powerful, and it makes me want to respond to it. That like out of sight, out of mind is the only way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You became. That's how I've been. I've kind of. Like I've checked out. I'm now I feel like above it. I'm like the baby in 2001: Space Odyssey. Yeah, you stare in the abyss too long, you become the abyss.
Yeah.
Nietzsche. But I think I'm hoping with you is you're an artiste, and I hope you start working on more like. I feel like you were kind of doing the stand-up comedy, like the live art type show.
Yeah, I've got the paint. I got the painting workshop set up.
A book as well. I can see you writing a book on top. Maybe like I can see you writing an AI book and pissing them off on that.
Yeah, let me put that in my calendar.
No, he didn't actually write.
Dude, I put together a position paper on Chicago, and then people are like,
before you say you write a position paper, you better say it was done by fucking AI, you liar.
You should just put a name and just say it was done by you and Carrie Gray.
It's good. I should just create JohnKitoverBooks.com and start publishing AI books.
That's what I'm saying. Permanent art, I think, is a future for you. Shit that lasts.
Okay, Rabboni Shalom, it's been a great convo. I'm good. This is a 55-minute podcast. I am going to go work out.
Great. And this was not a waste. This was not like your typical clown house. This was a deep conversation. My mental computer. I'm very content. So my mental, I enjoy the experience, and I do think you challenge me. You get me to think about new things, John. So I hear you, and I'm glad you record things. But no, I would have still.
No, I know. I'm just saying we have to be.
Just share the blessings. We just share the blessings.
Well, what's amazing is like as we're having this convo, multiple people hop on the live stream and watch it, and I always wonder who the fuck are these people? Because there's no like message notification that says, Tim Robbins joined the live stream. Danielle joined, like, watches this shit. So for me, it's like I'm being surveilled. I'm being watched. That there's a counter surveillance happening on my.
He's like the boogeyman.
Oh my god, dude! That guy, what's his name? Terry Newsom. Man, I looked at his like TikTok or something, and he had videos of her, like AI videos of her. Oh man, she's gotten to him big time.
Oh, just new ones? Because he was doing, he keeps doing like he makes her eyes look bug-eyed and stuff, and
yeah.
Yeah.
Good for her though. Like she's,
I've always respected her because she basically doesn't take shit from people in general. Like even like in like small talk. Like you say like, yeah, I can't, I'm busy. What do you mean you're busy? Really? It's only 4 o'clock.
Well, I've like ignored some of her texts because I'm like, man, I can't engage. Like I have to continue my focus.
I don't really give a shit about the white trash bullshit, like the Jenny and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hear you. I don't disagree with you. But like, I just don't need to see this shit. I don't give a fuck.
I just did that for AI infographics are so quick and easy to make I should really open like a Fiverr seller account and just start like mass producing and selling AI images and AI videos.
Yeah.
That's a business, man. You could, I mean,
It is.
if you could like even outsource that, but work on like the marketing and the sales account, like creating infographics and like basically it's a fully automated graphic design business, but you still have to spend the time to generate and then transmit, etc. But the graphic design and video production business that's a multi-billion-dollar business that has evaporated.
Yes.
Dude, there's a lot of Orthodox Jews that are in website design, and I'm like, you guys are done.
No, it's like 8 years ago. I remember that. And they were having all the boot camps in like the Frum area.
Did you?
It's because there was a period where if you were a coder, you made so much money. Like in 2013. Push it on their population, or like that's included in their curriculum.
I'm using the Meta AI app called Manus, MANUS. It is amazing, dude. Amazing.
For what? For coding or for
website design? What you put in your prompt, or you say clone this website and expand it and add this and rebrand for that, and then it generates it in 10 minutes and then allows you to register a domain name and website within like 30 minutes, man. It's fucking amazing.
I do a movie review. You know, it's whatever the fuck I want to do.
Let me just let me make it for you. I'll give you $1, you give me $1. We'll be 50-50s on the website.
I'm not giving you 50% equity for $1, but I'll give you $1 to make it.
What? Dude, there's no revenue, man. It's 50-50. Who cares?
No. I've made like 2 articles this year.
Oh, I see. Oh, you get the Substack stuff. Well, then let me just.
And the website goes to the Substack. I can redirect the website to a new. I want to make someone with a new entity to just take all my Substack articles, but then allow me to do stuff that's not Substack.
Well, you should also create like a maxrice.com branded website using this model.
Doing all my work, kind of.
Yeah, because a lot of this is like about online credibility, and so when people search you, you come up as like a professional, and then you're like,
I hate getting disrespected by these Democrats. That would be nice. They treat me like such shit. Some of these media people and like the kind of candidates.
Yep.
I'm just like, who the fuck are you? See, I write for the book. We cover the teachers, races. I'm like, fuck off. I write for I own it on a record.
As a write-in candidate for the mayoralship, it's very important that when people Google John Kitover, that I come up immediately.
The Torah book of knowledge. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of your path to wisdom.
Rabboni Shalom. Do you know who Balthasar Gracian is?
Yeah.
Who is he?
Isn't that a Zohar guy you sent me?
No, Balthasar Gracian is a famous Jesuit priest from 1500s from Spain. But his book on maxims and aphorisms is amazing. And the last chapter says, in a word, be a saint.
Interesting.
It says, be good. Be good.
Be good. Be good. Be gone.
Which is the same thing as saying exactly what you just did, which is do mitzvahs. And people might think that creating political content is not a mitzvah, but when you realize, like, I've been reading Ayn Rand's Virtue of Selfishness, and when you talk about the separation of state and economy, that is the primary issue we're facing, where the government is the sore have to separate out state and economy. We can't keep How the fuck is our whole economy?
I agree.
$7 trillion budget? What the fuck?
Going, but that's some real stuff. Good talking to you, John. Enjoy.
Okay, we're going to show
Okay,
everybody, this is Chicago mayoral candidate John. Go to ChicagoMayorVote.com.